So we have solved a few problems in which resistance were arranged. They were the simple circuit that we have done yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever the problems we have discussed. They were when the circuit is very simple. They are connected in series, parallel, battery is there. Then how we solve the problem that we have done. Now, if there's some complication is there, some difficult circuits are given, or little complication is there, we will not be able to identify whether the resistance are connected in series or they are connected in parallel, or they can't be identified also. The circuit is in such a difficult way, or they are not connected neither in series nor in parallel. There are some different conditions. Then to solve that type of problem, Kirchhoff gave two laws. And by using these two laws, we can solve the problem related to any circuit. So, first law, also we call junction rule. This is based on law of conservation of charge. This law is based on law of conservation of charge. That is, charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can simply be transformed from one object to other. That is the law of conservation. Now, this rule says at any junction in the circuit, suppose this is one resistance like this, one resistance like this, third resistance this one, fourth resistance this way, fifth resistance this one, it is connected like this. Then this point where all the resistance are joined, this we call junction. Like in any station, two or more different ways of routes of train are arriving, that we call junction. So here, that's why we call junction rule. Here what will be, whatever current is coming at this junction, same current will go out also, because this junction is not producing any current. That is, whatever charge is arriving here, same charge will go also. It can't store charge. So this junction rule says at any junction of the circuit, of the electric circuit, okay, the algebraic sum of the current is 0. So we say this summation of I, which is algebraic, this must be 0. Algebraic sum means we have to consider
sign.
We have vector back sign only. So one will be positive and other will be negative. So you are free. You can take anyone positive, anyone. What are the two? One current may be which is coming to the junction, and the other current is which is going from the junction, going out. So if incoming current we take positive, naturally outgoing current will have to take negative. They are opposite. So generally we take incoming as positive, outgoing as negative. So for example, here this is I1, this is I2, this is I3, this is I4, this is I5. Then according to this, what is there? This I1 plus I2 plus minus I3 plus minus I4 plus minus I5 must be 0. That is the meaning of algebraic sum. So this summation of all the current which is coming and going out from the junction will be 0. So from this we are getting the result I1 plus I2 must be equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. So whatever current is coming to the junction, same will be going out from the junction. So incoming current and outgoing current is equal, total incoming. Will be equal to total outgoing current. Because this junction is neither producing any charge nor it can destroy any charge. So whatever charge is arriving on this junction, same charge will be given out. So this is based on law of conservation of charge. Okay, suppose you are asked, this remark will not be given, because you have to find this current direction. So the remark will not be given. What is unknown one, I1, I2, I3. This arrow mark will. So you are asked find I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 and I6. So find these currents. So we will consider this junction. What is happening here? 2 ampere current is coming. Out of that, 1 ampere current is going this side. So naturally, what is left? So 1 ampere current will move this way. So this value of I1 is 1 ampere. If the name ABCD is given, then from A to B, like that you can write, or in the arrow mark, figure arrow mark you have to give. Now you consider this junction. At this junction, 5 ampere is coming from this side, 1 ampere is coming from this side. So total 6 ampere is coming, and outgoing is only 1, means it will be outgoing only, it cannot be incoming. Total current is, algebraic sum is 0. So whatever current is coming, same current will go out also. So this is 6 ampere. I2 is 6 ampere. Now consider this junction. Now here 6 ampere is coming. And what is given? 1 ampere is going this direction and 8 ampere is going that direction. So 6 ampere is coming, but 9 ampere is going out. What does it mean? What is the current I4? Yes? What about it?
3, sir.
3 ampere incoming.
Yeah.
So this I4 will be 3 ampere. Okay. I4 is 3 ampere. Now at this junction, what is happening? 8 ampere coming from this side, 1 ampere coming from this side. So total 9 ampere coming. Naturally, 9 ampere current will move out from this one. So I3 is 9 ampere. Now here there is no junction. So whatever current is there, same current will pass through this one. So I5 will be 9 ampere. Now come to this junction. 5 ampere coming, 9 ampere coming from this side, 1 ampere coming from this side. Total is 10 ampere. So naturally, 10 ampere current will go out. So this I6 is 10 ampere. Yes? So this is first law or junction rule. This is a very simple one. Okay, tomorrow we shall see the second law. Already time up. So second law we'll see tomorrow. Yes? Any other doubt?
No, sir.